nice cold beer, but I didn't think this would be the first time that we would be doing a video for the Atomic Beer Show. It would be
I know.
from
It's
your
so
house
crazy.
and my place, you know.
So crazy with what's going
After
on.
we got that nice studio set up, we had the beautiful banner, everything ready to go, and here we are. Um,
I almost set the banner up here, but my wife she was doing Zoom with her kids today.
okay.
She's a teacher, and
Yeah.
she had the green screen set up, and it looked like she was actually in her classroom.
Oh,
So,
nice. That's
yeah.
cool. Man. Well,
Yeah.
anyway, but welcome to the Atomic Beer Show. My name's Josh,
I'm Don.
and we're here to talk about beer.
Lots of beer.
Lots of beer.
Crazy
Oh,
beer
yeah.
times, man.
Well, I wouldn't say lots of beer because it's you can't just go to a tap room right now. You can't go to a bar right now.
No.
Yeah, everything's kind of shut down. But it is cool to see that a lot of breweries around here are still able to get their beers to us, and I've been able to still pick them up. They're not completely shut down yet, or online ordering, pickup, takeout, stuff like that is the only thing you can do right now. So
Yeah.
it's good to support these guys in this time. And I've heard that, well, from what I've been reading through Twitter and Instagram and things like that, that they're doing really well. I mean, not as well as they were doing, but it's really good that they are getting support right now. So
Yeah.
if you're out there supporting,
really important. I think it's really important for us too, as I guess you can say consumers,
Yeah.
is to go out and support as much as you can.
yeah, because I'm stuck inside a lot, and sometimes you get thirsty, and I just can't do cheap beers you get at the store right now. So
I know. I picked up a 12 pack of 805 bottles.
Nice. My father-in-law actually gave me part of a 12 pack of Sam Adams Boston Lager, and I'm like, dude, I'll take it.
Yeah,
I'll take it.
I mean, because you can't be drinking all these heavy crazy beers on a regular basis.
Nah, because it's I heard it's either two things are going to happen while you're stuck inside all the time. You're either going to get really fat, or you're going to become an alcoholic. And I'm like, well, if you drink the beers I drink, you're probably going to be both.
Yeah, it is pretty funny. On my end, I've been drinking a little bit more. I've been posting. I mean, I had Pliny the Elder yesterday, which was amazing, by the way.
Yeah.
It's the first time I've had it. It was amazing.
I know. Yeah, that's about time.
But I am working out more, which is good.
That's good.
Because I don't have a whole lot of time to do anything. So the other day, one of my coaching friends and I, we went for a 27-mile bike ride from Long Beach up into Whittier. Yeah, and it could have been a little bit longer, but she's like, well, you've been, looks like you're a little tired. And I'm like, okay, but I probably could have kept going. So I think we're going to try it again this week sometime.
Miles?
27, yeah. It was good.
God.
It was good.
Man.
Just about 2 hours.
Well, let's get into the beer. What do you got? What are you drinking today?
I'm going to open up Hangar 24 Chocolate Bomber.
The Chocolate Bomber.
Yeah.
That's good stuff.
We'll talk about that.
Hangar 24.
What are you going to be?
I you know what? I think I'm going to crack open because right before everything went to shut down, and this brewery actually announced on Twitter yesterday they closed down until further notice. They're not doing anything right now.
Sorry, I was opening my beer. Who was that?
What's that?
Who was opening? Who was closing?
El Segundo Brewing Company. I did stop in and pick up a few beers while I was there before they did close down. I got the Radioactive Fallout. So we'll talk about these beers in just a bit. A little bit about the breweries, some beers that we've had from these breweries, and also kind of talk a little about the state of the craft beer scene right now from where we're at in Southern California. So,
yeah.
But I will have to show you that I did bust out my beautiful green cheek glass for this.
Oh, nice.
Because this does fit an entire one of these in there, which is beautiful. Beautiful. So
mine's still settling down a little bit.
Yeah. So this is you can tell, and what's cool about doing the videos, you can actually see what we're drinking and what it looks like, and this is a hazy IPA, of course. You can tell just by it, the juiciness of it. It is a this one here. Oh my gosh, Radioactive is God darn it, it's a 6.5% alcohol by volume. It's got really cool artwork too.
Oh, that is good.
Yeah, and I thought this was fitting for the Atomic Beer Show. For the first video was to do a radioactive fallout.
Yeah.
And with stuff going on right now, just kind of, I don't know, weeds itself all together. Did I say weeds? I meant weebs. But yeah, some of the other things that I got to take a drink here, man. Oh.
Yeah. Hey, cheers, by the way.
Here, cheers. Sorry, I drank beforehand. Ching. Yep. Oh, that's good stuff. But when I was there, I did pick up another beer, which I'd already drank, but I saved the bottle to show you.
That's good.
This was it was a collaboration with Smoky Hollow Coffee Roasters. It's called the El Segundo. Come on, focus. There we go.
Oh, nice.
It's a Smoky Hollow Coffee Stout. So it was a little bit Smoky Hollow. I'm not really a big smoky beer fan. My wife thought I got it really for her.
Smokey the Bear fan.
She's a big stout.
How about Smokey the Bear fan?
I like Smokey the Bear, man.
Smokey the Bear, not Smokey the Beer.
Smokey the Beer. The Smokey the Hollow, or Smokey the Hollow. I got me talking. Smokey the Bear, Smokey the Hollow. Here we go. The Smokey Hollow came in at I think it was an 8.2%. It was for a smoky, it wasn't overly smoky. My wife thought it was smoky, and anything that tastes a little bit smoky, she doesn't like it. She's a big stout fan. That's why we got this one for her. It's this small batch beer that they have at El Segundo. And then the other one I picked up while I was there is cue the broken glass, if you will.
Oh,
Stone
nice.
Cold Steve Austin's Broken Skull IPA. Believe it or not, besides the fact that they did get a Stone Cold Steve Austin to put his name to this. It's actually a really good West Coast IPA. It's really clean, really smooth. Not smooth. That's not what I was looking for. Just a clean, easy drinking West Coast IPA. And I guess if you do watch Brawl when he shows up, he actually brings these with him now and crushes them in the ring. And
nice.
It's just like I just look at it now, I'm like, oh my god, all that West Coast IPA. That wasn't an earthquake, I promise. But yeah, that's the stuff I picked up when I was there. Yeah, but El Segundo, you've had some beers from there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. What was?
Forget which one. I did look it up. It's what did I have from there?
I had most of the stuff I had from there. And I looked it up too, and I was surprised at how much I have had actually from there, and then how much I had from when we talk about Hangar 24. It was just, But I've had while you're looking that up, I remember the first one I had out here was random night. We met some friends when I first moved out to California.
No Comply.
Yeah, No Comply.
No Comply.
I have that on
Casa Azul, and their vanilla stout.
Okay. The No Comply was with a collaboration with Rip Brewing Company.
Yeah.
That's that 6.8% West Coast style. Really good.
It was good.
The Mayberry IPA, which is a 7.2%, I think it had around 51 IBUs. That one was the first one I've had from El Segundo, and it was in Santa Ana at Noble Ale House, which is right next to the Santa Ana Theater. I don't know if you know where that's at.
Yeah.
Downtown. For the Frida. It's right out next to there. But that's the first time I had it. I was like, Mayberry, I got to try that because I love Andy Griffith. That was like totally back in my days when I'm like just getting into the craft beer. But that was one of the first ones. Then I had Blue House IPA. I don't remember when I had that or where I had that. And then we had you actually had Dad Hat. Did you get the Dad Hat IPA when we were at the California Craft Beer Summit?
I might have. I would have had to. I've checked my notes.
Yeah,
we drank so much. We drank so much that day. It was going so fast.
Oh, I know. Overwhelming.
Yeah.
And then, then the ones I got here. Those are the ones I can remember having, and that I keep a track of. So, but yeah, I think their beers are great. I've
just been to
out of their beers. This is my last radioactive fallout out of my 4-pack.
Maybe you'll be able to find them in the store somewhere, like Bevmo or something, because I think they're out there.
Well, I know the Broken Skull is they push that as like I think that's gonna be like their flagship beer. It's just that it's gonna be everywhere.
So what have you been doing with all your free time?
Man, watching movies, I guess. If you watch, I can't tell you some of these movies I've been watching. Like,
I haven't watched hardly any movies. I've been catching up on all my DVR stuff.
Oh, okay. I got you.
Just
well,
trying to do
we
that.
don't have cable, so we don't have DVR.
Oh.
If it's something like that, it's going to be on Hulu or something like that for TV shows or whatnot. But what did we watch the other night? Oh, we just got done watching The Babe. You remember that movie with John Goodman, who plays Babe Ruth?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, not Babe like the one with the pig, not that one. but John Goodman plays the Babe. We have to finish it here in a little bit, but yeah, that one's crazy. It's just, I haven't seen it in so long, and Starz had a special where you get 6 months for $25
or something.
Yeah,
I think my sister-in-law just signed up for that.
Yeah, and you got her information.
We gave her the password. We gave her the password to Netflix, and she gave us the password to that.
Yeah.
So we're kind of swapping out.
That's how you do it. You got to find those people that are willing to do the trades. Like when I got NHL Network and I couldn't get the local stuff for Fox, so I couldn't get the Ducks. I could watch my Red Wings all day, but I can't watch the team that plays right down the street from me.
Yeah.
Go figure. But yeah, other than that, we watched Trouble with the Curve the other night. Remember that movie with Clint Eastwood and Justin Timberlake?
No, I don't remember that one. No.
Oh man.
I know.
I was like, I got to write down all these movies I watched during this stop of everything. Like, we just need to. What am I doing today? But no, I need to get the bike out. I need to do that, and I'm still working right now. So I'm doing everything I can when I can right now. I'm not supposed to be going to work. I'm not saying I did today, just to drive by and check on things. But no, it's just weird. It's kind of weird now. It's kind of sad too. I know a lot of people lost their jobs and stuff. And
yeah, I got laid off today from my swim job.
Yeah. Oh man. Yeah.
But I mean, if we don't have kids swimming, there's no reason for us to be there.
We just hope
the plan is to have us all back in our same positions whenever it clears.
Yeah.
So we had a conference call the other day with all the coaches and stuff, and one of the coaches saw the football team out practicing at the college, and we're like, if they can practice, why can't we practice? We could go to minimum amount of people in the pool and keep people, have one person have a person in each lane starting at each side, so they're not even.
How do they play football 6 feet apart?
I know. Yeah, I know. That's what we couldn't understand.
Wow, man.
I mean, they were good. They paid us for these 2 weeks, and then they gave us 2 weeks severance. So I'll have a month's pay coming. I mean, luckily for me, I have my second job at the high school, and they're not laying anybody off. So I'm hopefully still going to get a paycheck from them. And most important is the medical benefits. I'm sure that my medical benefits that I just got from the swim club are going to end because I've been laid off. They're not going to keep paying on that. But at least on the school end, I'll still continue to have my incredible free benefits from them, which, I mean, that's one reason why I stayed. But I always had a feeling that there was some reason why I shouldn't quit that job. And I didn't know if it was, just the stability of swim at this time.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's what so luckily I still have all that. But, spending a little more time on the bike. Like I said, I went 27 miles and then 15 on Sunday. And the wife and I went from our house down to the beach. And we couldn't believe how many people are out.
I was going to say, there's a bunch of college kids down there.
Oh my God. No, well, we didn't, we took the bike path. We went right, we were in the parking lot of Ballast Point in Long Beach.
Yeah.
And then we stopped and stretched and then basically turned around and came back. But I could not believe how many people are out there. And then the mayor gets on the TV. Okay. We got a little too many people out this time, not social distancing. And so, I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah.
So
what are you drinking again? The chocolate bottle?
All right. So for me tonight, I got Hangar 24, the Chocolate Bomber, 8% APV, 47 on the IBU. Had 4 silver awards.
Nice.
2010 and 2012, the LA. Oh man, I don't have my glasses on. Figures. International Beer Competition. That was 2010, 2012, and then 2011, 2012 California State Fair silver winner. Hangar 24, they're out of Redlands, but they've got tap room and restaurant in Lake Havasu. And then they also, and which I didn't realize, is they have a tap room and restaurant in Irvine.
Oh, what if that's new?
What was that?
I wonder if that's new. I didn't even know that was there.
Yeah, I didn't know about it either. And I'm familiar with that area, and I'm like, oh, it's right there. And then when you look at it, bring it up on a map, it still has somebody else's business there. So I'm thinking that it's probably new.
Probably new.
It's got to be new.
There's a lot of stuff that's supposed to be coming up, but I don't know. Like Modern Times is supposed to have their thing down here in Anaheim, and I don't know. A lot of stuff I'm looking forward to. But if you have anything else from Hangar 24?
I have had their Peak Blonde and the Redlands Red Ale. Just those two. So I'm not too much into them. It's been a while since I had something, and I was digging through my fridge, and I'm like, where the heck did this come from? So I don't know if it was leftover or someone like dropped it in off a parachute and landed in my backyard, or
yeah. But I don't know. I don't think I gave that to you.
Well, it was funny because when I'm like, oh yeah, they got a Hangar 24, and you're like, Chocolate Bomber, and I'm like, oh, maybe it was you who did it.
Oh man, no, I don't think it was. I know I've had some, but I don't know if I don't know.
It's nice. It's not too sweet. It's not too heavy. No, it's got a great taste.
Well, I know I've had the Chocolate Bomber. I've also had their Betty IPA, which is that one's kind of I think if a place is going to sell Hangar 24, they probably have Betty IPA on tap. That's just my thought. That's like probably their best IPA or most marketable one that they have right now. I've had the Hullabaloo winter beer back in 2016. So it's been, I actually had to look in on tap to see, you can follow me on tap at JW, the Beer Ranger. But anyway, I was surprised at how many I've had. I didn't realize how much Hangar 24 beers I've had. I've had the Wheels Up lager, which is like a Helles lager back in 2016. And again, I never put where I had them at, which is Betty IPA, and then the Belgian Summer Ale. I must have bought it at the store somewhere and got it. But that's one of my lower rated ones because I don't know if I didn't like that one at the time. That was 2015. I'll probably like it now because I know what I'll be expecting. Yeah, but no, Hangar 24. They make a good batch. They're not. I'm not hating on them because they do make some pretty good beers too, but they're not ones that I kind of gravitate to a lot. The Betty IPA, if I see that, I'd probably get it. Well, I actually had a trip in Idlewild not that long ago, a couple months ago, and I have like elevation sickness anyway, so it's kind of rough. I'm always like super tired and just whatever. But we'd go to a restaurant and they had like it was like all you can eat lasagna. Was it lasagna? Yeah, lasagna. All you can eat lasagna. I'm like, how much? It was like $9.99 per person. Like, great. Let me tell you something. If it's $9.99 all you can eat lasagna and they're running out, just don't do it. Just get a salad. I don't know. But one thing is they had Betty IP on bottles, and so I definitely that's one thing I picked that because I'm not saying I'm a beer snob, but I kind of I like to try to find something I haven't had or something I know what I don't want, and that's like a lot of the top selling beers right now, and I'm not going to go over all those, but definitely. No, I'm not a Vic Ultra guy. I don't know how that became so big anyway, but it's like the number 2 selling beer behind Bud Light. It's ahead of Miller Lite and Coors Light, which is crazy.
Wow. Crazy. People
just think they're, well, I mean, it's got lower calories, so whatever. They're substituting their health for flavor.
Yeah.
I like a good flavorful beer, and that's why I like the IPAs and a lot of stouts, especially barrel-aged stuff. So, I did buy.
I was looking into Hangar 24 and what?
I was going to say, speaking of barrel age, I did pick up a bottle of Buffalo Trace bourbon today.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Maybe we'll have to do the Atomic Bourbon Show.
Maybe. Oh, no. Because I was like, honey, I want to start a bourbon collection. I just got
that. I have to be in the mood for it.
Now's the time to be in the mood for it, brother.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, man. Oh, man. Well, so
I was looking into Hangar 24 information, and it was kind of a cool story about their founder and CEO, Ben Cook, and I guess they used to go flying out of Redlands Municipal Airport, and then they'd kick back in Hangar 24 and talk about flying and listen to music and tell stories and drink beer, and so that's where they got their name from. So I thought it was kind of a little cool story.
Nice. That is pretty cool.
Yeah.
But
so what do you got coming up this week? What else are you going to do?
Work on this next episode.
13. Yeah. Lucky number 13.
Yeah, we'll get that all put together, and so the goal right now is just kind of fill in for, thank you all for sticking around and listening. If you watch this entire show, awesome. We're gonna just keep building from here, since we figured out a way to do this remotely. Yeah,
keeping our social distance.
Yeah,
we did have a nice little meetup the other day when we were at Legends.
Yeah, well, shout out to Legends Brewing.
Jay, you're awesome. Thank you.
We did the easiest thing of just direct message him on Instagram.
Yeah.
What do we want to order? Give him your email address. He sends you an invoice with a link. You go in with how much it costs. Go in and pay it. You pull up, and he brings it out to you.
Yeah.
It's really easy. He came out with the surgical gloves and his mask, but
dude,
anything
smelled like rubbing alcohol because he had sprayed it down for you. Yeah,
I am going to go get my essential runs tomorrow to some other places, so I'll have those on the next couple shows. So there's some. Right now it's probably mostly going to be local brews that we're going to talk about for a while, unless I do some runs at the store and when I go get some my eggs and my bread, and I'll have to go swing through the beer section because I got to pick up those tortilla chips. I love nachos, man. I had to make nachos.
Yeah.
And right on
we actually made some the other day.
Street is the beer. So
yeah.
So maybe I'll do some runs at the grocery store. We can do on here.
We made a really nice creamy cheese sauce, and so we were just dipping our chips in them, and then there was a bag of Dots pretzels on the table. So we busted those open and we started dipping the Dots.
Not Dippin' Dots.
In the cheese. Not Dippin' Dots, but we were dipping the Dots pretzels, Pride of Dakota, in the cheese sauce. I went to the store
so fast today, I didn't even think about picking up those Dots pretzels. Right now, I would love to just pull up a bag of Dots pretzels and just show everybody. I might have some. I don't know.
I have some in the other room.
Yeah. Next show. We'll tease you with the Dots.
But anyway, so thanks for following, right?
Yeah. Yeah, make sure you follow us on Instagram, Twitter. We're on there. I'm sorry I haven't been talking a lot. I'm going to. We're also on Facebook. If you're still on Facebook, we're on there. Yeah. I don't know. Apparently that's an old person thing these days.
Yeah, that's.
Okay.
Yeah, we got old the other day in our conference call. We were talking about we should update the Facebook page, and some of the younger coaches That's an old thing. So we had to start a new Instagram page, and then we were like, maybe we should get a TikTok page.
Yeah, man, that'll be interesting if we have to do that. But also the podcast portion of this, which you can listen to. This is going to be the YouTube channel, so you can follow us on here. So please subscribe. That helps us. All you have to do is click subscribe. You can also like the video. That helps us out a lot too. And hit the notification. So whenever we do post something, we're probably going to be posting out more content now since we have a little bit more time on our hands.
Yeah.
So we want to go ahead and get that going. But podcast is going to be on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and Podbean.
Apple.
Yeah, we got
those are the three.
I'm working on some more. Now that I have some more time, I'm going to probably post on some more content, like maybe iHeartRadio, and I tried SoundCloud, but they want too much money right now. We have no money coming in. We're just two guys that like talk about it. We love the brewers that make it. So shout out to all the Anaheim area stuff and Long Beach, Santa Ana.
Yeah. What was that?
I don't know. People popping in, Gotta say, hey, my studio is my living room now, so it's fun.
I know I was trying to figure out how we could do social distancing and the podcast in the Fallout shelter, but I don't know. I thought it'd be kind of weird if I was in the Fallout shelter and you were outside the door.
We became quarantined. So anyway, but thank you so much for supporting us and just listening to our show and being with us. In the comments below, let us know what you thought. Let us know if you had any beers from El Segundo or Hangar 24, what you liked, or if there's just beer topics in general you want to talk about.
Yeah, let us know what you want us to drink.
Yeah, we don't take ourselves seriously, so
I would love to be able to have someone just say, hey, you need to have this beer, and then we go out and find it. And
absolutely.
But we'll see.
Yeah, well, thanks for listening to the show. We'll have another one out soon, so take care and drink good beer.
Yeah, drink good beer.